Hey, it's Nancy Guthrie. We're gonna go right to a JLR stream. Shout out to JLR for allowing us to borrow his stream and go live off of his stream. Shout out to him. I hear he has a few impersonators out there. I'm not trying to be him. I'm just borrowing his stream. Shout out to him for letting us stream off of his stream. Go check him out, subscribe to him, shoot him a like and all that good stuff. Let's get right into this. I think there's something going on over there at the Guthrie house. So let's go right to that. Like, share, subscribe. Let folks know that we're here discussing the Nancy Guthrie case. Pretty soon I will be covering these other cases that I have on the list. So with that said, let's go right to Arizona. Let's go to Arizona, where JLR is live right now. As they got someone there at the Guthrie home. Go ahead and drop JLR's link in the chat room. Y'all go through there and check him out.
Arrived to Nancy Guthrie's home in a blue vehicle and a pickup truck. There they go. There they go.
Okay. No. Okay, maybe not. But anyway, multiple men are there at the Guthrie home right now at Miss Nancy's house. Let's see what this is all about. 39 days later.
Military, man. Multiple men have arrived. Yeah, the Kia seems like it's affiliated with the family in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, one had a long beard.
One did have a long beard.
Yeah, that's why I was confused.
No, it's not that same guy.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Running out of juice.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
They got the drones up. I heard some
Long
above.
beard guy's new. Never seen him before.
Got the juice.
Long beard. Oh, you're...
Sound like it crashed.
Oh, don't crash.
Oh,
Whoa, he saved it.
saved a good deal. But yeah, there's multiple men at Miss Nancy Guthrie's house right now as we speak, 39 days later. One more time, shout out to JLR for allowing us to borrow his stream. I'm not trying to be you, brother, I'm just borrowing your stream because I'll drop his information in the chat room.
This is the first time we've seen this truck here. We've seen the car here before, but there's a man. There's a couple men in that truck that came out. One had a big beard. See what's going on here. No, I don't think it's the Cajun Navy guy at all. This is a guy that we've never seen before. I zeroed in on him. Linnea Bergman. Linnea Bergman, 1789. Thank you very much for the 5 gifted memberships. Very grateful. I appreciate that. Thank you. Mark got a drone. I'm gonna ask him what's going on. They outdoors or indoors?
Inside.
Inside. Okay. They're all inside. They're all inside. You're a beast, man.
Huh?
You're a beast.
You are, man.
You're a beast, man. So we got the drone up. It's Mark's Shark's drone. He says they're inside. Cross said last night, Missing Arizona says on Interview Room, former Pima County Sheriff, that he does not believe media should leave. Praying, feel better. Thank you, Missing Arizona. So Cross went on the Interview Room and said, Missing in Arizona says that Cross went on the Interview Room and doesn't want media to leave. Zoli G, 8540. Thank you. He did? So Cross has been speaking out a lot against the sheriff.
They want me to record it, right?
Or it might just start. All right, live outside Nancy Guthrie's home here. Mystery men have arrived to the scene.
is Nancy Guthrie's house. Boots on the ground. Multiple men has pulled up in Miss Nancy Guthrie's driveway. They're inside the house. Don't know what's going on in there. But there's some action going on over here in Arizona. Once again, shout out to JLR Investigate for allowing us to borrow his stream as he's out there, boots on the ground, in the trenches, bringing this breaking news to us. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and let me know what you think in the chat room there. Then go through and check out JLR as well.
We have it zoomed in right here. We're just going to continue to see what this is about. We got 857 Tucson and another streamer that just arrived to the scene.
The work boots on. Yeah.
Hey guys,
What is happening?
how are you?
Is this a new truck?
New truck, man. They went in with some things.
Did you sleep good?
What's going on?
Good.
Tucson John.
Who do you think it is?
I didn't
This
sleep good. I'm a little
contractors?
sick. I don't know who this is, but they went around the back side of the house. They got a ladder in their back. They went inside the house. They're inside now. Let me see what this is.
Well, everybody was working. How many emails did you get today? Yeah.
Did you see the rain last night?
Yeah.
It was crazy last night.
I didn't see how long it's gonna last.
I was hearing it
Huh?
from my room. I was just hearing it like shh, it's coming down crazy. I went out and it was like, oh, somebody's here. Oh, they're getting the ladder. Maybe something. There he is. Who is this guy? He's getting the ladder. A man with a beard at Nancy Guthrie's home with a ladder. He took the ladder out. There he is. Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
You got the ladder.
You got the ladder?
Yeah, he got the ladder out. He might be outside somewhere.
I'm thinking maybe installing more cameras. More cameras, maybe? That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm guessing. Ladder in a dead battery.
Yeah, got the ladder out.
So somebody messaged me. They said they saw open an electrical box panel on the side of the wall, then the backyard. Later went
New roof estimate, maybe.
They opened up an electrical box.
on the
Oh yeah.
side
They
of
did?
the
The
wall.
oh no, I'm talking the chat. No, my drone.
Here on the side of
Saying
the
that
house.
Yeah, that's what it said right here.
He opened an electrical box.
They opened up some sort of an electrical box.
Saw them open electrical phone. Oh, he's on the roof. They're on the roof.
They're on the roof now with their ladders.
They're on the roof. There he is. They're on the roof. Maybe we go up the road and see if we can. Oh, they're on the roof right here. He's on the roof. What the hell's going on? I say hell. Excuse my language.
What in the Holly Berry is going on here today at Miss Nancy Guthrie's house? Are these police investigators? Is it the feds? Is it the family? What is going on here?
Nancy Guthrie's home. Are these investigators? Who are these men? Oh, yeah. I mean to go for your feet, brother. They're on the roof somewhere. You can see? Or he can see him. He can see him. We're going up here. Oh, yeah. You can see him good. Right there at the end of the roof, on the right side. Who are these men? FBI?
Same thing.
Are they getting down? Go back down here. All right, so two men, one with a beard. They took a ladder. They went on the roof. They started pointing. They started looking around. And now it appears they're getting down off the ladder, though I can still see the ladder up. Is the ladder still up?
No, they just got down.
But did they keep the ladder up?
No.
They took it down?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
They're really pretty on that corner area.
The top right corner?
Yeah, the top right corner.
Isn't that where they plucked that camera before?
I mean, it looked like they were looking at the air conditioning unit.
Air conditioning?
Yeah.
Air conditioning unit. Fixing the AC. Maybe. Roofers, air conditioner unit people.
I was looking over the other wall or whatever. Okay. First one is the video's okay. Yeah, I think the screen protector, I think it's like a blue. We'll try it.
This was clear before. I don't know. I'm gonna step out of this stream for a second and come back in, and maybe it'll clear up a little bit more. Give me a second.
He may buffer for just a sec. Just bear with us over here real quick. We're just trying to get the stream to come in clearer than what it is.
Well, this weather's pretty killer, huh? Compared to what we've been dealing with.
Hey, Jackie G. Love to see teamwork, Jackie G says. Yeah, Mark the Shark's a beast, man. He got his drone up really quickly. And even the Fox News reporter went up the top of the hill and just basically saw them up on the roof and thinks it might have, maybe it could be air conditioning or something, but it's a man with a, I mean, they've been doing a lot of pointing out here. Oh, here's the, here. Air conditioning people. But they're with that normal person that has been driving the Kia. I wonder what they're gonna get there. Some new air conditioning. Looks like they're gonna be coming around front. They've been pointing up front.
How many is there?
There's 3.
Oh, those are the same guys that have been here.
Not the guy with the beard?
The guy with the left.
Yeah, the guy, he's the one that's driving the blue.
Yeah.
He's been here, but the other two I've never seen before. Have you seen them?
Hey, can you see the picture and see what logos on it? Because that's what he's got a logo on that hat.
Oh, does he?
And I got a picture of it the other day, but I couldn't. It was we shook hands. They shook hands.
Ken Dog says, 1996, Master P has saying, "I'm a no limit soldier. 30 years I've been drafted as a JLR soldier." Nice, Master P. JLR Army, strong. You all are the troops, all of you. We're all in this. We're a big army. Trying to get this, find out what's going on in real time. All right, looks like they might be leaving. Let's see. It's the first activity we've seen at the house today.
They've been going that way the last couple times.
So far what I gathered, these guys here are the air conditioning guys. Then again, I'm not sure, so we'll stay tuned and see exactly what it is.
They're out.
So what y'all think? What y'all think that this was all about?
Here comes the car, too. Roll out.
And we had the car pulling out now.
Well, he did shake hands, which seems like they were like making a deal, or they're like two separate companies. You know what I mean? The way I kind of looked at that.
Roll out, people say. But I mean, why they keep prepping the house with all these maintenance people and stuff and doing things continuously, from the Comcast people to the Simply Safe to gardeners coming out taking out flowers and plants. Now somebody on the roof. Maybe it's the roof. Maybe it's an air conditioner. Maybe it's for cameras, security.
I think, yeah, I think they're trying to say, well, should we put up more cameras? I mean, people have been walking up to this house, so maybe they're
More security on the roof.
More security on. I mean, you think about the whole perimeter. If they just have them two in the back, two in the front, maybe they need them on the sides. He's leaving.
He's leaving.
Back, let me know if we're back.
The other car's right here. It's coming out.
He's rolling out now. Roll out.
Yeah, right now. Coming out, guys. There it is.
outside of Nancy Guthrie's home, a Kia. Got choppers up in the sky too. Sold to the highest bidder. Right? So sold to the highest bidder. What is this?
Sounds like the chopper up in the air. What's the deal with that? Is that the media running a little late?
United States Army.
Army?
Well, they do say that there's a military base near there somewhere.
Be all you can be. We love the Army.
I moved before I get a ticket.
Is your Starlink on? I'm gonna tap into it. You don't mind?
Go for it.
Thank you.
I just gotta move in like 2 minutes.
Where are you moving?
Out of the area.
Oh, you're leaving though?
Yeah, but just tap into it first.
No. I'm good. I'm good. Thanks anyway.
I don't want to get a ticket.
Yeah.
John DePietro's back.
I'm James. I'm going to be giving you a call shortly. If you're still in the chat, James, we'll finish up the conversation. I had to let you go abruptly, James, but you understand. And that's for anyone. If I ever do any call-ins with anyone and something breaks at the house, unfortunately, I'm going to have to cut you off because, you know, the call-ins are just for a fill-in. But when some action is going at the home, we got to see what's going on. Is that fair, everyone? Because sometimes I cut people off. Don't take it personally. That happened with us yesterday when we were talking to Maureen, but she was cool with it. She said, we'll do today. You know, normally I just don't cut people off, but you get what I'm saying. People are saying it's fair. Because I think anything that activity at the home supersedes phone calls. Though everyone's input is important, but we have to see what's going on, and it'd be hard to be doing two things at once when the phone calls come through, especially when people have entered the premises here at 5820 Camino Escalante.
Activity on the roof.
There was.
Wow, they left?
They left.
Oh, that could be the clue.
What do you think? Think it could be the clue?
Yep.
Type of clue.
Type of clue that gets Nano off the case.
Is Nano's forging his resume?
They were fixated on my little phone.
Which
Hey!
Oh, nice.
They're right there.
We should take a picture of that.
That one right there. They're there
Mark the shark.
for a minute.
But
yeah.
like when we're looking at the house, which corner is it?
Top right.
Over there?
There's
Oh,
like
wow.
a big air conditioning vent or something.
Oh, is
like
it?
that, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Oh. Well, that's the news of the day. What else has he faked?
The Men on the Roof, courtesy of Mark the Shark. The Men on the Roof. Two men on a roof.
Much better.
Two men in a truck.
That thing is legit.
You ever hear the two men in the truck movers?
Well, it just
Get
keeps you.
that at a
Two men in a
military
truck.
Yeah. I got this for Ukraine. Because it keeps your arm.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the Ukraine coverage you did was great. I love it. Oh, it's my. He's a local guy. He's got a pretty successful team. You should interview him.
I don't know about that.
Well, you know,
Your-
he
my loyal-
helps people
My
get off
loyalty is to
addiction.
you.
Huh?
My loyalty is to you. I'm not jumping off.
I hear you.
My settings last night and threw everything out of whack again. But got it. Got it. We're back in business. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing.
I'm gonna go to that place over there. Yeah, he was just here. Yeah. I thought he was gonna hang out for a while. Probably out searching.
Hello. How you doing?
You go searching with the bodyguard.
The bodyguard?
Yeah, Alex. I guess we're gonna cruise the neighborhood.
One more time, big shout out, big shout out to JLR Investigates. He's allowing us to borrow his stream.
James, you're coming back up in the mix, James.
last few days.
Continue what we started, James. Come on back. Welcome back.
Our streams has been courtesy of JLR Investigate. He has allowed us
Welcome
to
back.
stream his stream.
Yeah.
So we're gonna sit
Everything
back
good.
and
Appreciate
listen
your,
to his
patience.
phone call here and listen to this person's input. Feel free to leave your input in the chat room.
To get to it, the medians of that, and thank you for calling back. The median in the Via Entrada is, in that particular avenue within the neighborhood, the manholes are within the medians.
Mm-hmm.
So, so that they're more hidden. So I saw multiple manholes within those medians. Just a side note. Also, if you could and if you would, I saw that you had a map on the screen earlier. Of, I guess, referring to something Annie had sent out to the neighbors. If you, I know I could go back and screenshot your feed and flip it myself. But if you send me the regular version, I'll go ahead and analyze that in every way I can, including.
I'm sending it over right now.
Yeah, including visiting on my Google programs, visiting all the residences there.
So I just sent this over to you right now.
Okay, yes, send me that, and that'd be, yep, I got it, perfect. I'll be able to analyze that and dissect it thoroughly to see what it may mean. I just based on the conversation, I believe it may have been just maybe the route or a route that Tommaso may have taken her home, or whoever took her home may have taken her home, and it was just another way of getting proof to clear themselves. But I can't say for sure, but I'm going to check into that. And also, yes, I saw some of the comments saying something about Roller Coaster Road.
That's where you stayed.
I did. I stayed on the corner of Roller Coaster Road and the next north-south major thoroughway, and that was Kanata. So at the corner of Kanata and Roller Coaster is where my Airbnb was. And I spoke with the owners, and they said that the FBI had not contacted them regarding any footage, and it wouldn't have mattered anyway, they said, because they didn't get cameras until after this incident. But they never were contacted by the FBI. So you're talking half mile to a mile over from Oracle, where this Airbnb is, and they never searched out that far for anything.
Interesting.
So they were never contacted, and that would have been less than a mile away from Annie's to the west. On the corner of Kanata and Roller Coaster.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much just south, and southwest and southeast of Annie and Tommaso's home. The road right below them.
Yeah. Yes, exactly, and it's a major connector because it cuts directly through.
Oh, he hung up. Maybe I hung up. Let me get him back in. James, I'll call you right back.
Yeah, lost the caller. We done lost the caller. But he had
James is okay.
He was making a good point there.
His phone just went.
Hello.
Hey, you're okay?
Hey. Yeah, sorry about that.
All
I
right.
had another phone call and.
JLR, shut up, yo. Shut up.
So they never went that far to the west, looking for any video surveillance.
Chat room, let me know what y'all think in the chat room. What's your opinion? Feel free to smash on that like button too.
I was able to go from one of the farthest points in the country to Arizona, stay for 3 days, search for 3 days, have a rental car and everything, and it was all under $1,000 to be able to come out and search. It meant a lot to me, but when I got home, my family, they were skeptical before I went, but after I got home, they realized what I was doing out there. They were able to see it live, and they told me that it's going to take somebody like that to find the clue. So, I mean, I encourage everyone to find a couple of days and to do the ground searches if they have an idea. And that's really all I had to add today. I haven't been in contact because there hasn't been much going on. But anytime I see a map, it's gonna make me want to contact you. But
Yeah, because you're
yeah.
like the map guy.
Oh yeah, I've got maps all around my house and and we're not talking about just digitally. I mean physical maps. And I'm here soon. I'm going to look more into the Travis Turner. I've got some really detailed maps of the Southwest Virginia area anyway. But yeah, I just wanted to touch base and appreciate your coverage, man.
Appreciate you too, James. Stay in touch. I consider you a friend.
All right, well, I appreciate it, man, and we'll be in touch. You stay safe, please.
Yeah, we'll be looking for Travis Turner soon.
Yeah, sounds good, man.
All right, we'll catch up. Have a great day, sir.
Bye.
Map guy, James. Stayed over there at Roller Coaster Road. Live outside Nancy Guthrie's home. No? How are you? Want to take my picture?
I do. I watch you all the time.
I know you said hi, and I was like,
We had
hey.
our bathroom remodeled, and you had to stay home for like 2 weeks, and I think we watched you constantly.
I know everyone wants to know what's going on. How are you?
What's going on?
We want to take like a selfie together, or you
What's
just want to
going
take a
on?
picture?
I knew.
Here,
you
you can take a picture like this. Say, jailer at the scene. There you go.
I knew you were from Pennsylvania.
Uh-huh.
I'm from Ohio, Steubenville, Ohio.
Steubenville?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, it's across the border, right? A little bit, right?
And I could tell by your voice.
Yeah.
You sound like all my cousins who lived in Pittsburgh and Pennsylvania.
Pittsburgh, well, I'm on the East Coast of
Yeah.
Pennsylvania. Well, Pennsylvania's Pennsylvania. That's a home state.
You like Florida?
I love Florida.
Do you?
Better than Pennsylvania.
You like it here?
I don't like being here. No.
I know you don't like being
Neighborhood's nice, but I don't like being here. You guys came out to check out Nancy and what's going on?
Yeah, we went shopping, and my girlfriend had driven by the other day, and I said, I want to say hi to JLR.
Well, don't make it about me. Make it about Nancy, right?
No, it is about Nancy, and it's devastating.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't.
What's your name?
Elizabeth?
Hi, Elizabeth.
Hello. I'm getting very frustrated, you know,
Why are you getting frustrated?
because we're not
Getting answers.
kept abreast of anything. I mean, Nanos disappeared. They call them Nimnos.
Nimnos? Oh, that's a new one. Nimnos. Okay, Nimnos.
I live here, so
Oh, you live
I
here?
don't want to put that on. But it's good meeting you, and keep up the good work. You guys are really keeping it out there. So I'm afraid it's going to just disappear.
We don't want it to disappear. Tell everyone in Ohio I said hello.
I know.
We
But
love the
I
great
live in
state of
Tucson
Ohio.
Now, most of my family's gone from
Oh.
that area. So
A lot of people from the north moved to the south.
Yeah.
Towards this warmer climate.
my parents moved to Florida
Yes.
years ago.
They probably like it there.
Well, they did.
They did, I'm sorry.
They did. That's okay. I'm a little older than you, JL.
Yeah. God bless you. You have a great day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. My thing is, once you leave Florida, you don't go back. So people are still coming out, it's still active. People come out, take pictures. Lay flowers. Pray. I've seen tears, I've seen hugs, I've seen just people bowing their heads. Where's Dad's going live? You around?
Yeah, I texted him this morning, and he is.
Did he go into the dirt roads?
No, he's still getting ready. He said he was doing laundry,
Oh.
and then he would be out here. I think he said he stayed out till 1. I saw the searcher's back.
Yeah, she's back. Yep. There you go. Christina Cunningham says she wants to talk. All right, Christina Cunningham, you're up. You're the next on JLR Investigates. You're the next. You know, I actually considered that.
Yeah.
Brian
was when he said he was feeling better, so maybe he's onto something with that.
Yeah. Who got it?
Brian Etten?
Oh, he did?
Yeah. And he said he feels like so much better.
Nice. Yeah, I've had them before. They put all types of vitamins in you.
Yeah, a lot of people use those in Vegas when you're hungover.
Well, I'm not hungover. I'm under the weather.
I know.
But
I
does it
know.
work for anything under the weather?
Yes, yes.
Huh. Interesting.
I've had them done when I'm under the weather. I get sick. I get
I might
fully
consider
sick.
that maybe later. Get some pep in the step, you know, get some fluids in me, and let's go. We're ready for round whatever.
Oh, I've been watching you every day, all day. I'm here working and listening and watching.
Mm-hmm.
I'm praying something breaks soon on this case.
I know, Christina. It's like we're just at a standstill. But you know, we've seen the twists and turns. We see what is going on in real time for the last 30 days throughout the day of this case.
Yes, thank you so much for being out there and for, you know, giving us eyes on the ground and watching what's going on.
You're welcome.
Very thankful you're there.
So what's on your mind about this?
So my theory is, and it's bounced around a little bit, but I'm starting to think in the theory that it has something to do with what Dr. Quinn was mentioning. I think they've got the $1 million ransom out there. Nobody's come forward. I think this is more sinister-like, if that makes sense.
Makes sense. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, and I'm praying that they get some answers, and that the quietness that is going on right now, meaning they're onto something. I'm really praying something's gonna break.
How are they going to catch a parasocial psychopath that was able to escape the scene? They're going to have to do some really strong investigative skills to pop this guy.
They are, and that's the saddest part of this whole thing. Thinking that somebody sinister would go in and take an 84-year-old woman. It just blows my mind. It's crazy.
I know.
It's not unheard of. I mean, I live in Chicago, and I've seen some things on the news here. You know, big city, in the Chicago limits, it's horrible.
Have you heard about all the men that have been thrown in the water in Chicago?
Yes.
Is that a serial killer, or is that just individual weirdos just hooking up with men in bars, or what?
I think it's both, but yesterday, there was a home invasion with 6 masked men in Winnetka, which is on the outskirts of the city.
Oh, wow.
It was at 5:30 in the afternoon. They held them by gunpoint, cleared out the safes, took what they wanted. Thankfully, no one was hurt in that incident, but they have not caught them. The car was a black SUV, no license plates, in broad daylight.
Yeah, it's pretty wild in Chicago. It's particularly broad daylight shootings and carjackings and different things. We've covered a lot in Chicago.
There all the time.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad in Chicago.
I'm near Rockford, so I'm kind of away from that. But I used to live in the city, and I saw a lot of different things.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and my grandmother lived in the city for over 50 years. When my grandfather passed away, she lived by herself. Didn't want cameras, no cell phone, no nothing. Now, I will say her neighbors looked out for her. Like, they used to call us if they felt something was going on.
But I personally think we're in the day and age that everybody should have some level of camera security at their house, and to lock their doors, no matter if you live in the most remote area, the most safest you think is the safest area. Lock your doors, take, preventative measures, come up with plans to protect yourself, your loved ones, your pets, because this, our channel, we've seen so much wackadoodle, and I call it wackadoodle stuff in the last few years, and it happens even in suburbs, remote area that you don't think it will happen.
Yeah. Agreed.
Alarms, alarms, get everything.
I lived in the city when I was younger. I had a Rottweiler. It was in a city apartment. I was on the 3rd floor. We had back staircase. Somebody tried breaking in the middle of the night, and that Rottweiler did not say a word. As soon as he heard them, he went to the door, and I think they knew they heard him. But thankfully that night I had my dog home, because it was it got me pretty shook. And
Yeah.
then I ended up moving out.
Yeah, it's just this world has evil.
Yeah,
It's
very
beautiful
evil.
world, and the majority of the people, good always prevails over evil. We know that.
Yeah,
More good than
definitely.
evil, but there is evil out there.
Yeah, I think the sheriff's department has handled this whole case horribly. I've never seen anything like this. I don't have good things to say about them, but I pray that this new task force is doing their thing and coming up with some clues as to what's going on, and I pray they find her.
I appreciate the call, Christina, and thanks for watching.
I appreciate you and everything you're doing. Keep going and get that IV treatment. It might make you feel better.
It just might. I'm contemplating it. It's while we were talking, it's in my back of my mind.
They have a mobile one, maybe.
Do they?
Well, hang in
Yeah, they
there.
got
Thank you
mobiles.
so much.
Yes, thank you, Christina.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Take care. Thank you.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, maybe because in Vegas they have that for people who party that night before,
Yeah.
and they'll have somebody come up to the room with an IV.
That's that Diddy drip. We're talking about that Diddy drip.
James, why do you think they'll arrest me in Montana or Idaho?
Morning, everyone. Good afternoon. Good evening. There was activity at Nancy Guthrie's home, so I'm going to put the email back up in the heading here.
Is that Mark's truck?
What the heck is going on here?
Sounds like a...
Oh, it smells. Dude, that truck came up there from Sue Ellen's house.
Yeah.
Dude, that thing smelled.
So,
Stinky diesel, right? That was one of those stinky cars. Oh my goodness, you can still smell it. That diesel fuel doesn't help when you're sick. You smell it. Some people like huffing that stuff. Right? Huffing paint and huffing gas cans and huffing gas and diesel.
that'll end your life, or shorten your life quick, and your brain cells.
And your brain. This is your brain on diesel. Any questions? This is your brain on diesel. Any questions? Oh,
Go to the restroom and grab
you have a. See you soon. We're approaching the 2 o'clock. We're still here.
I'm thinking pizza day. What do you think? Would you eat a slice of pizza?
No, I'm not really hungry. Me personally.
In an hour or two, maybe.
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
Well, I think I'm gonna order a couple, and if
Had a little eggs in a cup.
you had a good breakfast.
Just some eggs. Eggs. Yeah. Sometimes you just need that extra hour or two of sleep.
Oh,
You know what I mean? It makes it makes a difference. Well, how many hours of sleep do you sleep each day?
Well, since the case started, it's dropped down to a 6, and that's tops.
I'm like 5, 6.
Yeah.
Average. Nothing. No more than 6.
I mean, a lot of times I'll get home and home for an hour and pretty much in bed.
10 to 4 seems like my gig. 10 to 4.
Yeah, you're still on East Coast time.
Well, that's true too.
So when it's
So
4 here,
yeah,
it's already 6 in the morning.
and that's what time I normally get up at home anyway. 6, about 6 o'clock, is my day starts, and I'm ready to go. I mean, it fluctuates. Sometimes middle of the night jobs, whatever. But normally 6 o'clock. But that's like 11 to 6 or something, you know, something like with some.
How long do when you're at home? How many hours live do you go normally?
What do we do, folks? Like 3 or 4 streams a day, 2 or 3 streams, a couple hours each pop. Sometimes longer, sometimes all day on things. It just depends on what's going on. But not 30 straight days of 11-hour feeds. Now, we're short today. We're not going to do 11 hours today. We'll fall back a little bit. Joan West. Joan West, if you're still here, thank you very much, Joan West. 9627.
Why else would Manos not want anyone to search? That's a complicated
Brian Babbitt,
question.
992. Thank you very much, Brian Babbitt. We got anybody want to talk? Anybody want to talk? I would like to talk. I've been trying for a couple days about a caller that seemed very strange. Ooh, Barbara. Barbara wants to talk about a caller. Uh-oh. A caller, a strange caller. Type of caller. All right, Barbara, you're up.
We got Pima County's response, too.
Yeah, I saw that.
You saw that?
To the resident.
Hi, JR.
Hello, Barbara.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Okay, I've been trying to get a hold of you since Sunday.
Okay.
Because when you were over by the banner, you took a call from someone. I don't know that I want to say what their handle was.
Okay.
But it wasn't a
They might
real
be
name.
listening. They might be listening.
Exactly. So maybe I can text you more, or email you more. But this person said that they were very convinced that Nancy was taking out the sliding door. Okay. And also spoke about how they would do it with a Slim Jim and just a whole plan of things that, they spoke about. And to the fact that they also said that they wrote an apology note to Savannah and the family. And how sometimes you just get a gut feeling that something doesn't sound right. And I have the timestamp of the time the call came in, so I don't know how you want me to just say it or text it or email it or what?
Well, I mean, people are going to give perspectives. Doesn't necessarily, Barbara, make them the killer, even though they want to share. Some people visualize,
But
what.
It made me think like the last caller about this, the doctor that you spoke with.
Oh, we love the doctor.
Dr. Q.
Dr. Q.
Gave me, yeah.
So
it just stingy.
So you're saying like possibly the kill. You're saying that a caller that we took could be the killer or it could be the perp.
An accomplice or something. It just seemed like, like he just had like a whole plan. And then when they said that, they sent an apology note, that really kind of, made me feel a little weird because I've been listening to you since day one, and I haven't heard anybody say that they have sent an apology note to the family. I just think it's a little strange.
Interesting. I'll have to go back and review. I mean, I've been talking to so many and everyone's perspectives, but I really never really analyzed anyone that particularly called. But I'm thinking everyone that called is not the perp. That would be crazy if the perp or the perp's accomplice called in the chat to give a scenario.
But just think about what the doctor said, and you're talking about somebody who might have a mind that's, they want to get a little attention. You never know. but it was on Sunday, and it was while you were over by the banner.
Well, I will say with, like, we'll just go back to Moscow, Idaho, Kohlberger. He was suspected of being a guy named Papa Roger, who was like making online. He didn't call, I don't believe, anything, but there was a handle by the name of Papa Roger that was saying very interesting details about the murder at the time it was unsolved. And then people suspected Kohlberger could have been using a handle Papa Roger and communicating people with online, but I don't think it ended up Papa Roger ended up being Kohlberger at all. It's just somebody, was just coming up with scenarios, or maybe even trying to interject themselves just to fool people or try to say, "Ooh, who's this mystery person?" Things like that. But, we've heard instances that journalists are talking about. I can't particularly name one where a perp would come back to the scene of a crime. So who knows? Maybe one day a perp, a perp with this could have called, but I doubtful. But I tell you, Barbara,
The driving by thing.
I think the perp is watching and listening here.
Oh, absolutely. There's no doubt whatsoever. I totally agree with that. And I kind of figure that at this point, since we're not getting any information and we're not knowing anything, it's like anybody that calls in and might have something that's a little more different, than the average caller, when they just say, well, I suspect Tommaso, or I suspect Dominic, or, whoever. This one was a little different. Like I said, I've been listening since day one, and I haven't heard a caller like this one. So it just, like I said, it just gave me, how sometimes your hair stands up, or you just get a little feeling that something don't sound right.
Well, I appreciate the perspective. Thanks for watching, Barbara.
Well, thank you,
we'll see who ends up doing this, right? We're gonna wait and see who did this, and then we share and analyze whoever did this. It will be interesting.
Do me a favor and just take a look back at Sundays. It was about an hour into the program.
So I was down at the KVOA banner.
Yes, you were at the banner. And it was about an hour in, a little bit more. And I hope you'll take a listen to that, and kind of see what you think. And the other suggestion that I wanted to give you is if you can ever get a parabolic mic, I think that would be a really good thing to have.
A parabolic mic.
Yeah, because then you might be able to hear things when people are at places that they're at.
Nice.
Because it's for picking up sounds that are from a distance.
Parabolic mic. Would it work while you're YouTube streaming?
I don't know, but it would, at least you could hear and relay it.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You relay other things to us. But look it up. They're not very expensive.
Parabolic mic. That's interesting. I wonder if you could fly one on a drone and lower it down so you can hear what's going on.
Oh, that's interesting.
From a drone.
I don't know. That's a very interesting thing.
Technology's out there. You can innovate a little bit.
It sure is, but look into it, because I think it might make things a whole lot more interesting.
Appreciate your time. Thanks for the call.
Thank you, JR. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, Barbara. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Did the perp call JLR Investigates? And to discuss the crime. What do you think?
I think the driving by theory would be like Kohlberger did. I think that's a possibility. That's why I was hoping that they're looking at all the angles. Look at how slow this guy's going.
Tuss Sentak says, I'm sure someone that is watching knows something. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. Hear the bird? There's a crow on top of her house. Hear it? It's like, "Rah, rah." All right. Anybody got anything to say? Boomer. Boomer wants to talk. Boomer.
Boomer sooner.
Hey, Boomer.
Look at, he's that big. He's on the telephone pole.
Boomer. Come on in, Boomer. 202 incoming.
Hello.
Hi, Boomer.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing great too.
Awesome.
Where were you today?
A little under the weather, Boomer.
Yeah, I believe it, man. 31 days or 38 days,
It's a long time, yeah.
12 hours a day.
Yeah, but some of these people have been working for 20, 30 years and never take a day off. You ever hear of those people?
Not too
Not too many.
They usually die.
Some people never take a day off. You know, there's some people that go to school for like 12 years or whatever, and they never take a day off from school.
Yeah.
We're here, though.
You got to take care of yourself, though. 'Cause
Absolutely.
we need you out there.
Absolutely.
You're doing a great job, by the way.
Thank you, Boomer. What's on your
Listen,
mind?
I spent a lot of years doing these types of investigations.
Uh-huh.
I'm from your hometown right now, St. Petersburg.
Oh, yeah, okay, nice.
Yeah.
We love Florida.
30 years in St. Petersburg. And I did a lot of investigations. While I was there, the last 10 years was all homicide.
Oh, you're a law enforcement?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
St. Petersburg Police Department.
God bless you. You know, I actually have quite a few friends in the St. Petersburg Police Department.
You do?
Yeah, maybe I'll text you some names.
Okay.
I have quite a few, like literally friends.
Yeah, I don't doubt that. Like I said, you're doing a great job.
Mm-hmm.
You got a lot of good instincts. You would have been a good detective.
I would have, but you know, I made the wrong choice back in the day, so I can't go that route. So I'm still doing what I got to do.
Yeah. Well, the thing is Dr. Q.
Mm-hmm.
I have only heard him the one time because I haven't been able to cover it or be on it all the time. I've listened a lot. Matter of fact, my wife thinks I'm crazy. You know, she says, "Didn't you get enough of this before?" So anyway, but I think Dr. Q is on it, unless he's changed his story that it's a stalker type after Savannah, trying to inflict some mental pain on her some way. I don't know. So does he have something new to say here recently?
You know, he came on last night a little bit, but pretty much nothing new. He's kind of like he gets what I'm saying, where there's just no information coming out right now. He's never seen anything like this, just like many people that have covered true crime or press conferences from law enforcement or elected officials or wherever. There's just nothing coming out at this point. It's like radio silent.
Well, even though I don't like to criticize other law enforcement, I think they did really miss the boat whenever they didn't bring the FBI in to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've done a lot of work with them before on task force and different things like that, and I would never turn them down. You know, I've been to behavioral sciences in Quantico and all that stuff, and you just don't want to turn that kind of information down, that kind of help down. So I think that was a big mistake to begin with.
It's crucial minutes, right? Isn't like with a crime, isn't it crucial to, you know, get these type of things within they say the first 48?
Yeah, it's extremely important. And then the thing is it's political. A lot of it's political in my mind, and a lot of local law enforcement doesn't like the FBI, and people that come in, they think they're going to steal the case from them and steal the glory if they catch them and that kind of stuff. So I don't know what's going on with the sheriff, why he was that way, but I think he made a huge mistake in doing that. Now, who knows? It may not have may not make any difference, but I think it does make a difference. Like you say, the first 48 and all the things, and then all this lab stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's going to be impossible when you go to court.
Why?
You know, sending that DNA to Florida and then bring it back to the FBI, going through all those different hands and everything else.
So basically, it's like it's been tampered with, or it's
well, there's so many loopholes there that a lawyer can attack. You know, one of the reasons why you want to make sure everything's clean is so that there's nothing to attack. When you're working this kind of case, and when you're eliminating people, you're preparing for court the whole way.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to be making sure you're not making mistakes that they're going to nail you on later on in court. That's what I'm saying. There's too many problems here that a good attorney is going to rake them across the coals, you know, when the time comes. Look how easy they did the O.J. Simpson case way back when.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that was a in my opinion, that was a slam dunk case.
Mm-hmm.
But they made a lot of mistakes there too, you know. Anyway, I won't go into that, but that's what you got to do when you're preparing for something like this. You aren't just trying to catch the guy. You're making sure you're doing it right so that when you catch the guy, you can put him in prison. You catch him and can't prosecute him because of all the problems you created. What good has it done?
So with the DNA, just say for instance, DNA solely leads to the defendant. They could, as I've heard the words before, suppress, try to get it suppressed because of the chain of command, or it's been touched.
Yeah, chain of custody.
Chain of custody. That's the whole word I was looking for. Chain of custody. There you go.
Right. Yeah, and when you go to one of those lab, you know, not only do they have to eliminate all the people that you have to eliminate, but they have to eliminate every person in that lab, make sure that they didn't contaminate what comes out in the end. So then, you know, you got to do that with the Florida lab, then you got to do it with FBI. I don't know what's happened with the DNA. You know, DNA's a strange thing, and you got to have the right amount, and it's really complicated anymore. If you listen to them explain it all, it's tough to explain, especially when you don't get a good sample. If you had a good drop of blood or a good something where it's not mixed with anything else, that's different than if you got this commingled DNA. That changes everything. You better make sure you've done it right. That's what I'm saying.
How law enforcement, like, do they get a certain budget? At one point, the budget runs out, like over time, or do they just get a?
Yeah. Listen, I worked one of probably the biggest case in Tampa Bay history. Okay.
Which one? You want to share?
This is the Rogers case.
Mm-hmm.
A mother and two daughters that were killed and thrown in Tampa Bay alive.
Oh yeah. Wow, you worked that case?
I led that task force.
Okay.
And yes, you run out of money. And in that situation there, what happened was, you know, they went for a year before I was involved. Then I came in and started this task force. But everything it was a stranger killing. It wasn't. It was a real whodunit. So it was difficult, and we had no DNA. We had none of that kind of stuff because they were in the water.
Mm-hmm.
And all that. So anyway, it was to get back to your original question on budget. Yeah, they want to cut you off after a certain amount of time. I was fortunate that I got to extend the case, but I was constantly under pressure from inside the department to end this thing, end it. We're spending too much money. So, you know, that's constant pressure. So they have this pressure here at the sheriff's department, I'm sure, where they can only expend so much money and effort. That's why it's so important to get in the first 48 before they cut you off. You know.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens here. Anything else you want to share in a law enforcement perspective?
Oh, the keeping it. Listen, what you're doing is so important, and people don't understand it. Just explain on this case I was telling you about, the Rogers case, or Obed Chandler is the guy who did it, was executed. But when I went to Quantico to present the case to them for a profile,
Mm-hmm.
after all the profile stuff and everything else, they said the most important thing you can do is keep it before the public. Keep it in the public's eye. Keep it going somehow. And of course, I didn't have anything like you're doing here.
No internet back then and nothing.
Yeah. That was in 1990.
Yeah.
Okay. So the only way to do it then was doing press conferences, which is what the sheriff's not doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when I came back from Quantico the first time, I immediately had a press conference, and I unloaded a dump truck load of stuff on them. I learned that I unloaded too much on the press, but it got everything going again. We got leads in again and everything like that we had all the leads had stopped, but we got pounded with leads. So I did that over a series of about a year and a half before we actually were able to solve the case. And it was from a lady who called in. She lived down the street from the suspect, and she finally, we had a composite, and she had cut it out of the paper, posted it on her refrigerator, and it never called in. But because we kept hammering away at it in the paper and on the news media and having press conferences and TV come out there and do a thing, she finally called in and says, I got the guy here. He matches this composite y'all put out in the paper. So that was it. So my point is, keeping it before the public is so crucial in all these things, and that's what you guys are doing. These streamers,
Yeah,
out there doing. So you're doing a good thing. I don't know how long you can take it. You've already been out there like 38 days, and you're a long ways from home, and all that stuff. It's tough.
Now let me ask you something though. But also, like when you put stuff out, like I've heard at times, like it also could hurt because people will just send frivolous stuff and waste law enforcement's times with just.
Oh yeah.
I mean, do you get a lot of that too? Like just.
Yeah. You get a lot. That's what's happened to them here. But a lot of this stuff they're not real tips.
Yeah.
These theories that people call in, they're not real tips.
Mm-hmm.
What you want is a real tip. In other words, you saw something, you know somebody, this guy matches the description, he looks just like whatever it is. But when you call in with, and your listeners are great. I mean, they got some great theories. They do the same thing these investigators are doing.
Really, the same thing.
Task force officers are sitting there and they're hashing it out. Okay, they're hashing out theories.
They do, like they sit in a room, like and just hash out theories.
Yeah. I used to have a weekly meeting that went on for like 2 years, and we'd sit there and we'd hash it out. Not only what's going on in the last week, but is there anything new? Or especially in the beginning, it's all about theories of what could have happened. How could this have happened? They're doing the exact same thing that your listeners are doing and that you're doing. It's just that they're in a position of power to do something about it.
Do you think like the law enforcement with some of these theories that have been mentioned, because we feel like Pima County's watching just based off things that happened. Do you think they're kind of jotting down?
Yeah, I think they're watching. I do. Or they got somebody watching, but, and I would be, if it was me, I'd have somebody assigned watching. First off, I'd be taking down the tag numbers of every vehicle that comes by there, I'd be eliminating them.
Yeah. You think a perp would come back? Is that a potential?
I do believe he'd come back. After a period of time, he's getting off on this, That's what I'm sure this Dr. Q's talking about. It would be the same thing you get from behavioral, they call it behavioral. We used to call it behavioral sciences. Now it's behavioral something else. What is it? I can't remember. Anyway, that's what they would be telling you. That these types of people, unless it's with the family, Tomas, if it's him or something like that, then that's a a whole different ballgame. So if it's not him, it's not part of the family or anything like that. And of course, you got to eliminate all that first before you come up with these little more bizarre theories.
So let me ask you something. Can a sheriff clear someone publicly, and does that mean they're cleared, or can he lie, or what's your take on that?
Oh, he can tell you anything, but he's trying to. There's a lot of different reasons why you would do that, but that don't mean you're cleared. I mean, if they did it, he'd come back and arrest them in a heartbeat if they could prove they did it. They're not cleared.
But who actually does the clearing? And the people are saying the prosecutors are actually the ones that clear somebody.
Well, yeah, when it comes down to clearing, it is the prosecutor because they're the ones that are going to prosecute them. I mean, if you're an investigator, law enforcement or whatever, you bring the case to them. You bring the case to the prosecutor, and they say whether or not you're going to prosecute or go any further or not. You know, not. I have an arrest power that's based on probable cause, but I have to be backed up, supported by the prosecutor, or else.
So you have to consult with a prosecutor beforehand in that type of situation if you didn't see something with your eyes?
In this case here, they better be. Okay? Now you can arrest on probable cause if it's out and it's happened, right? But on a case like this here, they better be consulting with the state attorney or whatever it's called out there, because we consulted with them all the time. They were basically part of our task force. Matter of fact, we had one of their investigators on our task force.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so yeah, you want the support of the prosecutor because that's it's so crucial. You can arrest, but if you can't convict, what good is it? And the bottom line is they have to decide if they're going to prosecute, and then you got to put a case together. Well, on this case I was telling you about, we arrested the guy, and it was a year later before you took him to court. Actually got him prosecuted because we had a whole lot of work to do in the meantime to get the case ready for court.
Mm-hmm.
And of course the defense attorney did too. But we were still eliminating things for a year. My task force continued on for a year after he was arrested.
So that guy was a total stranger that did those 3 victims?
Total stranger.
So I mean, yeah. So
they were three tourists from Ohio visiting Florida to do the Florida thing, and he met them in a McDonald's. Went on from there, took them out in a boat, all that stuff.
Man, that's crazy. Yeah, I've seen that on some of the old crime shows. That case. I want to say like, I don't know, maybe like the Forensic Files.
Yes, it's been on a lot of those shows. There's actually a great synopsis of the whole case on not St. Pete Times anymore, it's the Tampa Times. A writer there named Tom French, he won the Pulitzer Prize writing a 7-part series on that case. He's a great writer, but anyway, he did a great job on it. It tells the whole synopsis of the whole thing from beginning to end and what happened. So it's really a cool case.
This case here
say that. Some 3 people lost their lives. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, we get it. We definitely get it. With this case, with the probable cause to scoop up, Luke and Carlos and stuff. I mean, what's your take on that? I mean, you got to have, like you said, probable cause, but what got them to go do that?
Well, they had to, and if they had to get a search warrant or anything, they had to have some good probable cause for that. They had to get a judge to sign off on.
But do some states, like the judges, are kind of like hand in hand with, law enforcement or prosecutor, and whatever they say, they're just gonna not question it and just sign?
Yeah, that happens. Yeah. Now in Florida, where you live, that don't happen. Okay.
It don't happen.
Not in the 6th Judicial Circuit there in Pinellas County.
Mm-hmm.
No, they're very strict. That's a great state attorney's office there. Yeah.
So they're not just gonna be kicking doors down unless they have something.
That's right. Yeah. So you can feel safe now. No, they're really good, and the prosecutor there is really good now. I've worked with him years ago, and anyway, won't get into that.
Yeah, got you. Anything else you would have? This was an awesome call. I might call you in future, any law enforcement perspective, if you don't mind.
Sure, no problem. I really do appreciate what you're doing. And I don't blow people's heads up over stuff. I don't kiss anybody's butt.
Yeah.
But you're really doing a good thing. We didn't have this kind of opportunity right there. If we did, I wouldn't have had to do what I had to do. I had to go out and do these press conferences, and I didn't like doing all that stuff.
But okay, so the callers and the viewers, some of them talk crap about nanos. We hear people critical of them. They call them names and everything. Do you really think this sheriff wants this right now, or he wants this to go away?
Oh, he wants to solve the case. Of course he does. He's just who he is. That's all. You know what I mean?
So you think that really he probably likes this type of streaming out there, and this with the spotlight and everything?
I don't know about that. I wouldn't go so far as to say that, because it might be making him look bad. See, like this truck that's just coming by right now, who's that guy?
Yeah. I know, that's the first time I saw him. He went up into the cul-de-sac up at the top there. There's only 4 homes up there at the top of the hill. That's the one that looks down at the house. I don't know. I've never seen that truck before.
Yeah.
Mystery trucks.
He had a mystery van yesterday, I think.
What's the chances of law enforcement planting cameras around here themselves? Do you think they've done that? Is that a possibility?
Well, it's possible, but in the way your typography there is, it would be hard.
Be hard to do.
Yeah.
Because I know, sometimes.
I don't want to give away all those secrets, but it'd be hard to do.
Got you.
If it could be done, if I was in charge, I'd be doing it.
Okay, let me ask you something. Somebody else has a question. Annie and Tommaso's vehicle, victims.
I don't understand that.
So what's up? What's your take on that? I mean, their car has been seized for over 30 days.
I don't know. I don't get that. Unless they did a lot of damage to it, and it's taking a lot of time to fix it.
But do they do that to victims' vehicles?
Well, they're not really. They are victims, but they're not victims. You know what I mean? But they're victims in the way that you look at a family as part of the victim. But unfortunately, they have to be looked at as suspects to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
Now, why they would keep the vehicle all this time, I don't know. I would think they could have gotten whatever they're going to get. Now, on the other hand, see, like the crime that I was talking about, that case I was talking about, that was done in a boat on Tampa Bay, all right?
Mm-hmm.
And the guy, once he knew once he knew the heat was on, we were after him. He didn't know we were after him. He knew we weren't going to let up. He left the Tampa Bay area and moved to the other coast, okay? Mm-hmm. But he sold his boat. All right, so later on in our case, I'm making all this really short, but we went to the new owner, and we bought the boat and put it in storage to keep it, because that was the crime scene itself. So we kept it right till the trial, and it turned out to be a big benefit at the last day of the trial, having that boat. Because he testified on the stand and said some things about it having a gas leak and all this kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we brought in an expert while he's on the stand. We had a guy heading over to the place to check it out and see if that's possible. And it wasn't possible, what he was saying he did. So anyway, keeping that car this long, I don't know.
But here's the thing, Boomer, like, that car really has nothing to do with over here at this house, so why would they even do it? I mean, if you're going with the notion that she was taken out of this house, what's relevance does their car have anything to do with being seized for 30 days?
Well, it's like all the people in your army, they've come up with all these theories and all. They've all come up with theories in which, even that Nancy never came back to the house.
Mm-hmm.
So I can see theories that would indicate something was done in that car too.
At some point, that's connected to the situation.
Yeah. So they just got to make sure. And obviously, they were looking at when the last person to be with the victim is your number one suspect.
It is.
Always is. And 90 times out of 100, that's going to be the person that did it.
So, okay, so that's 90% chance. I mean,
Yeah,
90-10.
90% chance that's gonna be who did it. So you have to go to great lengths to, eliminate them. That's like when you bring in let's say it's a husband and a wife, or a spouse thing, and one of them's dead and all that stuff. You rake those people over the coals. It's terrible. You hate doing it because their wife or their spouse is dead, but you're in an interview. You're really having to rake them over the coals to get to the bottom line. And as an investigator, you feel terrible about that.
You do, as like an investigator, because you have to do it, right?
Yeah, you have to do it, but but here's what happens. In the end, is 9 times out of 10, that's who did it, or they're connected to them. They hired somebody to do it or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a extremely unique case. There's no doubt about it. This is a unique case you got going there. And the sheriff or the FBI have a very challenging situation to solve it. And I'm glad they got together and they're on a task force and they're on a mission and everything else now to get it done. And hopefully they'll get it done. But it's challenging. This is a tough one.
Boomer, I appreciate it, man. You're one of my top 5 favorite callers.
Well, I didn't call for that. I didn't call for that reason. I was just.
No, I love law enforcement. I'm 100% support of all law enforcement across the board. I mean, you guys are the ones that keep our society safe and catch the perps. And it's always good to get perspectives on in a law enforcement perspective of these things. So I appreciate it.
Okay, well, hopefully they're not blowing me up too bad on
I think people are saying great caller. I don't think anyone's really calling you frivolous or anything, or it's good. I appreciate it.
Okay, if you have a question, just call me. Don't anytime. Okay?
Yeah, sure. I got your number. I'll just send you send an email. I'll just shoot you an email back, and then maybe we'll talk.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Boomer. Take care.
Keep it up. Army, keep it up.
Army, keep it up. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Good call. Good call. Good call. Good call. We like good calls. Good calls. Law enforcement. Yeah, there was a case out of Tampa Bay back then. Yeah, it was this like children, two like 3 females, and the psychopath. Like you said, he named the case. It's way back though, way back in my day.
But do you remember or any stories with Bubba the Love Sponge?
Bubba the Love Sponge. Well, yeah, he's a local radio guy from Tampa Bay. Was it the Hulk Hogan case?
Well, he was in. I don't remember. He had a whole bunch of running. He ran for sheriff. But I'm surprised living in Tampa that you've never run into him because it's a small.
No, I've seen him before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen him. Seen him around. I don't know him personally. He might know me. I don't know. I don't know him. Well, I mean, I know who he is. I just don't know him.
Yeah.
personally.
Well, he was on the Stern show back in the day. Right when Stern went on to Sirius.
Good afternoon, everyone. JLR Investigates. We're here in front of Nancy Guthrie's home. Here comes the bus. Like clockwork. Neighborhood is relatively quiet right now. We're on Streamers Row. A few of us are still out here strong. Everybody wants to know what's going on with this case. When are we going to get the big break of the case? What's going to happen here with the case?
Sometimes hope is all you got.
That's all you got sometimes.
celebrated. So yeah, Nancy's birthday was on January 27th. Did you hear that?
Yes.
So that's pretty close to her disappearance, which is coincidental. Oh yeah, by the way, tomorrow the mayor is.
Hey, News Nation.
Hey, how you doing? The mayor is doing a like where she
News
goes
Nation back in the house. Prayers for Miss Nancy Guthrie.
Any comment about the Nancy Guthrie case? Mayor's picking up trash tomorrow?
Yep.
Where at?
If you have any comments, feel free to drop them in the chat room there.
Mayor of Tucson picking up
I
trash.
would love to hear your opinion.
Nice. I pick up trash.
No,
I got a road. I adopt the highway.
No, that's the thing is we could help her. I mean, it'll be probably like an hour. We can help her pick up some. Maybe get a question in.
I adopted a road in Florida. It has my name on it. Jonathan Riches and Friends.
So it'll be at 9 in the morning though.
I got to pick up trash 4 times a year to qualify. So a few of us go there with trash bags and we go down the street and we pick up trash and keep my street beautiful.
They have that here, I know as well. I think it's on the highway. So. You guys have a lot of highways.
JLR has a street.
Roads, yeah, tolls, a lot of tolls.
We have 0 tolls in there.
Shout out to JLR, man. I appreciate him letting us borrow his stream. Appreciate you, big guy. Appreciate you. Throw them yellow hearts up in the chat room there. Your prayer hands to show that you have Miss Nancy in your prayers.
Annie's car is evidence.
The mayor can spend some time picking up trash, but no grid searches, cadaver dogs on hold.
Hey, I saw a comment earlier by Nick ARPG520.
That's Nick. That's the Nick.
Nick,
That's
what's
the
up,
Nick?
Nick? If you're watching, Nick, that's your guy, right?
Yeah.
Nick, yeah, ski resort. What's going on, Nick? You're taking a search party out this Thursday. I'd love to follow you. Give Nick my number.
Okay.
Nick, give me a call.
Tomorrow that would be at 9 if we got there at 8.
Is it tomorrow? What's today?
No, the mayor thing.
Oh. Nick, if you're doing some search, I'd love to cover and join you.
Yeah.
I saw this earlier, Nick. So I just saw this now.
Nick's a mod on my chat. Oh, he's back again. That's the same guy. He keeps, this guy comes back before speeding.
I want to know why they were on the roof, though. So another comment here, DB and Boise, if you're still here, I appreciate that. Said earlier, could the HVAC contractors be there to take samples of the ductwork within the house? The air within a house circulates. With the return air grill, maybe they're trying to find DNA evidence from skin or hair particles within the ductwork.
Wow.
You know, with ductwork, with the air conditionings and everything like that, you could find DNA in there. You really could. If they don't actually have DNA like they claim, mixed DNA and things, I would say check the air vents.
I mean, at
And the
this
ducts.
point, if they're checking it, that means they really have nothing.
I really don't think that there's any type of law enforcement. I just
Hey,
believe
Miller.
that that's the family having
Weeds or something, or particles or hair
stuff done,
or anything that can
things that needed to be done. That's just now getting done with the situation that's going on.
It seems like DNA
I would
might be the
imagine.
issue. Hey, Kay Miller, if you're still here, I saw some of these people I'm coming back to, and I appreciate that. Kay Miller, if you're still here, thank you so much and very, very grateful. Prayers, hearts, flowers, yellow. Thank you. Thank you, Kay Miller. I know you're here each and every day.
Yeah, my good peoples, I've been here over an hour. One more time. It's been 39 days. 39 days. It's 39 days later. And the questions are still louder than the answers. If you believe that the truth matter in this case, and that this case shouldn't be forgotten, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Share the stream, because the more people that are watching, the harder it is for the truth to stay hidden. One love, my good friends. This is Live Talk with Moises Beauchamp Jr. Signing out.